This is a short blurb on how terrible my mom is. She was a hard person to deal with. She did horrible things. She was a hypocrite. I was forbidden from having relationships. I had my life ruined for all the time. She was starting relationships with other people or talking about who liked her and stuff like that. Um, she was boring. She never like touched us in a way that felt good. It was like one hug every few weeks. Um, Anyway, she knows she's guilty, so I was investigating her property. She keeps her equity just under $400,000. They paid off their house up to 300,095, right? Not a penny more than 400,000, which is the legally protected amount of stuff you can have in Arizona. Um, what an idiot. And she put it all in her husband's name. So he owns the house. So, yeah. She has denied responsibility for circumcision. She has blamed me for not liking it. She used to make me swim and pee. It was like she doubled down on that punish the boys for being boys thing. It was really bad. Um, so yeah, I got circumcised, and because your pee stream is interrupted and it dribbles on the ground, now I'm being dragged into pee to be punished for peeing on the floor. Really sad. If you actually like think about what it is, that's incredibly sad. That's incredibly horrible. And this is stuff I had already experienced. She's every time she came home, she was yelling at me. The first thing she would do is give me all of her worries and stand there. What are you gonna do about this? What are you gonna do about that? I hate her. Right? Um. Anyway, she has for years and years and years and years and years not admitted circumcision was a crime or not felt bad for it at all. But she took the house. They used to be a joint owners. It used to be him and her, and now it's just him who did not raise me. And they paid off their equity just up to $400,000. So if I came for assets, they wouldn't have any. Tell me about a loser. Won't say sorry. Won't turn over a new leaf. She's still a horrible person. There's a lot of people in history who have had problems with this person. That she's like hard to deal with. She's a little legal Nazi. She's a legal Nazi. The rules say you're gonna get circumcised, and then it's like, oh no, that might be male genital. Okay, well I'm not gonna. If he sues us, I want to make sure it's in his name, and I want to make sure we don't have any equity he could take. What a little conniving. She's conniving. She has not said one nice. She really didn't say any nice things to me when I was a kid. I did all the nice talk in that relationship. She didn't. She was never, ever, ever saying nice things. She is a narcissist. Forbids me from having relationships and then starts relationships with all these random, horrible people, even homeless dudes. Like, I just can't believe her. She sucked. And when she would know that my problems were from circumcision, I'd go, "What is that? What?" Because I didn't realize what had happened yet. It's like a lot of people are like, "No, I'm not circumcised yet. You're." Um, she would just like change the subject or not tell me. She wouldn't explain it. Sorry, we ripped your dick off. She would never explain it. She would change the subject and then get angry, right? So you can't admit it's wrong. The government made me do it. It was a mistake. I wouldn't do it again. I would actually let that go. But she has not done that. She's hidden the equity in her home, and she transferred ownership of the house to somebody who is not involved in case I come for her. Which that's how she operates, man. She operates on a reactive fear. She has done enough to ruin our relationship, enough horrible things. I don't have anything nice to say about her ever. I really don't. And she'll try to blame me. Yeah, she says the reason I don't like circumcisions is I take drugs. And in that same paragraph, she goes, "You should get medicated from a therapist." So I'm not. I don't take drugs. So drugs are a problem, but you should get on some, right? That's a horrible person. I really don't like her at all. Hiding the equity. I was like, why did they only pay off that amount on their home? They take all their money into home renovations is what they do. So they don't want to have a $1,000 over 400,000 because I could take that. End up losing the home. That was always what she was afraid of. Is if you don't do this, we'll lose the home. And I hate her. I do hate her. She just like she was never somebody who had a comforting word. She never believed in us. She was like, I'm going to get angry at them until they do what I want. That was her strategy, right? And it came with a lot of pain. So that's how it's like you're the slave race. Why? Look at how you treat each other. We have to look at what the rules say. We'll do what the rules say. These fucking horrible people. Dogs.